Hi, gorgeous. Welcome back. My name is Mary Sarah with Mary Sarah Coaching. Today's workout is our STOTT Intermediate Express Reformer workout. It is perfect for students and teachers alike. Those of you like myself preparing to take the exam, it's a great way to go through each and every exercise with the cues, with the breath that's in the manual. We'll get started on our back, get settled in, and I'll meet you there. As you come down onto your back, hug your knees into your body and just start to draw your awareness to your breath. Principle number 1, breathing, the natural breath pattern. And then let's start heels on the bar in a V. For intermediate, we inhale, lengthen out, exhale, come all the way in. Finding a nice rhythm here. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, pull yourself back in. Good. For 8. Long through the back of the neck, relax through the collarbones, relax through the shoulders, finding that pelvic stability. Coming into toes wrapped on bar, feet adducted. Arches are working to wrap the toes, flex the toes. We inhale, lengthen, exhale, pull it in. Pelvis is neutral, ASIS and pubic bone are level. And we're challenging that stability as we lengthen away, inhaling, exhaling, pulling it back in, glutes, hamstrings, hip extensors. Good. Heels on bar, still parallel and adducted. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, pull it in. Reach. Finding a really nice extension, knee, hip. Reaching through the back of the neck, lengthening through the crown of the head as we press the heels away, opening that front pocket area. 8 there. High half toe, inhale, lengthen, exhale, pull it in. For 8. Heels are really steady and still in space here. The weight is evenly distributed on the balls of our feet. We can feel that stability in the pelvis as we bend at the hip and lengthen at the hip. Nice and long through the ankle, knee, and hip as we reach. And then let's take it to lower and lift. We're going to lower the heels the next time we press out. Come back in, lower again. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Bend the knees, come back in. Lengthen out. 3, 2, 1 for 3. 3, 2, 1, lift 2. 3, 2, 1, lift 1. Bend the knees, exhale, come in. Inhale, lengthen, lower. 4, 2, lift. 3, 2, 1, and lift. Lower. 3, 2, 1. There's 2. Lower. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Bend the knees, come back in. We'll take it up to 6 here. I was watching the STOTT Reformer with Maura, and she says like a waltz, which I really like. Lower. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, and lift. So that nice rhythm for counting and cueing. Let's go. 6, 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1, lift 5. 3, 2, 1, lift 4. I'm trying to speed it up. 3, 2, 1, lift 3. Lower. 2, 1, and 2. And last one. 3, 2, 1, lift the heels. Come all the way in. Heels on the bar, hip bone distance, second position. Lengthen out on the inhale. Exhale, bring it in. Using the transverse abdominis to hug hip point to hip point. We've got the subtle lift, pubic bone drawing up, hip point to hip point, hugging in. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, pull it back into that stopper with control on both the out and the in. Now take it to external rotation, same thing. Femurs, knees, and toes all externally rotated. Obviously the knees are if the femurs are, but tracking over the middle part of the foot. Inhale, press. Exhale, pull it in. Glutes, hamstrings are initiating, and then internal rotation. Femur spiral in. Let it come from the femur versus just the tibia, the lower leg. So it should feel like spiral wrapping, like the inseam of the pant is spiraling in and down. Back body, back of the pelvis is broadening. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. Lengthen. Pull it in. Pelvic stability, super quiet. Good. Go ahead and come off to the side. And we'll come to single leg work next. 2 red springs or 2.5. One leg bent to start. Ball of the left foot on the foot bar. Right knee to table. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it in. Working against the springs and then working to return the carriage really in a controlled way. Pelvic stability here with obliques, knee and hip extensors. Let's take it into bicycle. Reach and then press out, bend. Good. You can either challenge the hip flexors by bringing the knee all the way in, or let the knee come to just above hip height and you'll feel a little more lower abdominal, or work with a student that feels a little more lower abdominals. Let's take it to développé. Press out, lengthen, lower, lift, flex, point, pull it all the way in, pull it out, lengthen, lower, lift, flex both ankles, point both ankles, bend and return, press it out, reach long, unfurl, lengthen, lower, lift, flexing the ankles, pointing the ankles, bend and return. Take it to the other side, right foot down, single leg, one leg bent, press out, and then exhale, bring it in, 8. Using the breath, train track the thighs or train track the femurs. The steady long line like a little mechanical arm from hip to knee, right over the middle of the foot. That leg will want to waver. Our stability muscles in the hip and the obliques maintain it. Bicycle. Lengthen over the foot bar, long and strong, and then long and strong through the working leg, pressing the foot bar away. Pelvic stability. Obliques engage, transverse, pelvic floor, développé, unfurl, lower, lift, flex, point, bend and return, reach, press it out, unfurl, lengthen and lower, lift, flexing both, pointing both, bend and reach. Take one more, reach, pelvic stability as we lower, flex both heels, point both ankles, bend and return. Single heel, left heel on the foot bar, right leg can be bent, or if it feels okay, lengthen it out, keep it long, flexing the foot, dorsiflexion. Inhale, press it out. Just for 5, exhale, pull it in, or you can play with the breath, challenging the stability muscles in the hip, in the spine, and the core. At 5, we'll switch, we'll go 2 more. Long through the back of the neck. Level through the pelvis. Right heel down, left leg single heel. Inhale, press it out. Exhale, bring it in. And you can play with the breath, whichever one gets the most deep core, and then learning how to challenge ourselves, our clients, our students to breathe, alternating, release. Take it to the 100. So we can keep 2 springs. You could come down a little bit if you'd like. Hands into the straps, feet in tabletop. Inhale, prepare. Scoot down a little bit away from those shoulder rests. And then start to reach and pulse. Really flexing out, reaching through the fingers. Let's extend arms and legs. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Breathe in. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Flexing upper abdominals, 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40. Hug the knees in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 50. Relax the head and shoulders if you need. 60. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 70. In, reach, reach, reach. 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 80. Almost there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 90. One more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 100. Bend the knees. Release. Coming all the way down. Take a couple deep breaths. Bend and stretch is next. We'll start parallel, legs adducted, tailbone down, pelvis neutral. Ropes or straps are just above the shins there. Inhale, bend. Exhale, maintain neutral if you can, lengthening the knees and the ankles over towards the foot bar. Good. Inhale, bend, tailbone and pelvis stay neutral. Exhale, lengthen and reach. If it feels better for yourself or a client to imprint as you lengthen, take it there. Lateral rotation is next. Legs turned out, flexing the ankles, bending the knees. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen from the lower abdominals, hip, knee, and ankle all extend. That triple extension. Reaching long. Working with the springs, against the springs, if you will, in both directions, but working with them to maximize that contraction. In medial rotation, inhale, bend. Wrapping the thighs around, exhale, lengthen, letting it come like we did on the foot bar from the femurs. The steadiness and grounding in the pelvis. This lengthening through the back of the neck, relaxing the jaw, the neck, the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, lengthen and reach. Short spine, lower the headrest if it's lifted. Parallel, hinge the hips. Inhale. Exhale, tail to head, roll up, find the stopper. Externally rotate, inhale, bend the knees, flex the feet. Roll through the spine, exhale, heels eventually pull to the sitting bones or pull the hamstrings, pull the heels down, lengthen and reach. Parallel, inhale, hinge at the hip. Then lift, wheel the pelvis up, tail to head, lengthen, 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 reach through the legs, find that stopper, pause, open the external rotation, bend the knees, flex the feet, roll it down, and then lengthen and reach. Good. Parallel, hinge, inhale. So hip extensors, glutes and hamstrings, deep core to roll up, obliques, lateral rotation. This time, if you want to add the perineal stretch, think like a little seal in mat work. Feet turn in, get a nice stretch there, roll the pelvis down, heels, hamstrings, pull it through, lengthen and reach, parallel, hinge, breathe in. Tail to head, roll the tailbone, mid-back, upper back into that stopper, lateral rotation, perineal stretch, or feet turned in, tibial internal rotation, lengthen and reach. One more. Let's take it to beats. Open, close, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, flex. You can take 1 or 3 beats. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen core, reach, 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 flex. Extensors, reach, inner thighs, adductors. Inhale, bend. Deep core, pelvic stabilizers, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, flex. Exhale, inhale, bend. Staccato if you like, quick. And then let's take it, lift. Coming into frog, we hinge up. We externally rotate, open the legs, flex the feet, pull it around. Parallel hinge. External rotate, come to that little diamond. Open the legs, flex the feet. Pull the legs together, adduction, point the ankles. Reverse, open to straddle. Little frog, lengthen to the sky, reach it away. Open to straddle, inner thighs eccentrically. Bend the knees, heels connect. Reformer stays still as we lengthen up and then reach the legs away. One coming into stag. Left heel, left knee bends, heel comes to pubic bone. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen and reach, heels connect. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen and reach, heels connect. So we're working obliques to stabilize the pelvis, to lengthen both sides of the waist or keep that length on both sides of the waist. Adductors eccentrically to open out to the side. Obviously, there's a longer lever and shorter lever. And then let's release. Let's take it next to coordination. You can keep that spring tension on there. Arms will start flexed with elbows bent. And then flex through the spine, open, close the knees, bend the elbows. Lengthen, reach, 1, 2, bend the knees, bend the elbows. Lengthen, reach, open, close, bend, reach, 1, 2. I notice we hold that flexion with the upper body for a moment before lowering it all the way down. Hook those straps. Wonderful. Now we'll take it into the back rowing series. 1 full spring or 3/4, a half a spring. Listen to your body. 3/4 is a good challenge, but really listen to your neck and shoulders. Go ahead and spin around, let the legs lengthen out, and then you'll just decide whether to sit up straight with the legs long or maybe put a prop or pillow under your hips so that you're This pelvis can be vertical and this nice neutral spine. And from here, we'll start to lengthen up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll back, open the palms, flip, reach the arms back behind you, arms come up and over. Inhale, restack, tail to head, lengthen. Exhale, wheel the pelvis under, roll back off the sit bones, pause, spread the elbows nice and wide, flip the palms, reach back as you round over the legs, active through the core. Arms come up and out of the water, back of the palm, back of the wrists connect. Inhale, restack. Exhale, roll back, tail tucks between the legs, open the arms, spread the elbows, flip the palms, reach back. Arms come up, 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 up. Tail to head, restack. Straight flat backs, hinge back, reach up and forward. Find that stopper and then use the abdominals to pull the arms back. Same as before, up and around, shoulder mobility. Restack, palms up, hinge back, lift the elbows, reach the fingers up and out of the sitting bones. Active as we extend forward. Find that stopper. Abdominals, pull the arms back and around. Again, restack. Let's take it to front rowing. Go ahead and hook your straps. You can swing it around. Legs are long, spine is tall, pelvis is vertical. If it feels better to cross the legs or prop the hips up so that the pelvis can be vertical, listen to the body there. Palms up. Let's start to reach it forward, breathe in, and then rotate the thumbs down, lower the hands back. Again, with the arms up, circle them all the way out and around. Good. Thumbs up, lower down, pinky side up, reach up, circle it all the way around. Good. Extend, reach it forward, thumb up. Internal or medial rotation, thumb down. Keep it medially rotated at the beginning, circle it up, all the way down. Let's go one more, reach it forward. Thumbs down. Medially rotated, reach up, circle it all the way around. Spinal flexion, hinge it or round it forward as you reach. Lengthen up, circle it down, extend, flexing the spine. Use the abdominals to reach it forward, tail to head, lengthen. Open the arms up to the sky, feeling the pec work concentrically to pull it around. Extend, tail to crown, reach, lengthen. Upper abdominals engaged, flexing the spine, reach it forward, active. Feel free to press the legs down, get some glute, some hamstring. Extend spinal mobility all the way up and around. Salute. Feel free to cross the legs, one on top. Hands can be in front of the forehead or behind you. And then elbows stay fixed. Inhale here. Exhale, extend and lengthen up and away. And inhale, bend. Exhale, lengthen and reach. Reach. Good. Small hinge of the spine. And then let's take it to offering. Wrap the arms around. Inhale, bend the elbows. Extend it forward. Open the arms. Forearms spread wide. Bring it back to parallel. Bend the elbows, return. Exhale, reach through the fingers. Offer it up. Open. Draw it together. Inhale, return. Belly button to spine, spine to belly button. We might try it palms down, reach it forward, then flip the palms. Get a little more movement in that shoulder girdle. And then pronate as we return. Supinate as you reach it forward. Open it, offer it out to the side. Pec. Concentrically and eccentrically through that movement there. Flip the palm. One more supination. Reach. Open. Parallel. Elbows bend, return, release. Nice job. Let's come to round back next. Stomach massage, round back. It says 2 to 3 springs. I think I did it spring and a half actually, but listen to your body here. Feel free to grab a sticky mat to put under the pelvis, under the hips. We'll start with round back. Feet in a V, balls of the feet on the foot bar. Hands frame the side of the bed. A great one for those with lordosis. Rounding through that. Heels start high. Take a breath in, lengthen out, lower, lift, bring it in. Using the abdominals, lengthen, reach, lift, bring it in. Working the calves, the Achilles to reach, lift, bend, bring it in. Deep abdominals, lengthen, reach, lift, bring it in. Lengthen, reach, heels connect. Hug up through those inner thighs. Deep core, lower, lift, bring it in. Hands come behind, straight spine. You can prop the hands on the headrest or on the shoulder rest. You can set them on the bed behind you. This one I struggle bust with, was on the struggle bus with. Just such long arms, but we'll make it work. Lengthen, lower, lift, bring it in. Deep core, reach, lift, tall spine, bring it in. Lengthen, reach, lift, bring it in. Lengthen through the crown of the head, lengthen through the spine, low back and deep core hugging in and up. Lift, bring it in. One more. Lower, lift, bring it in. Tall, vertical spine, hands overhead. Lengthen, lower, lift, bring it in. Fingers reaching up, lower, lift, bring it in. Yes. Reach, lengthen, lift, bring it in. Starting to feel it here for sure. And then round if you need. Take a little rotation next. Hands out in front. Rotate, lower, lift, bring it in. Reach, lower, lift, bring it in. I'm smiling here because it was really starting to get to me, those hip flexors. And then you can add a rounding, a little relief. So round over the legs and then open, lower, lift, round, release, lengthen, reach, lift, lower, bring it in, lower the feet, rest it. Next we'll come into chest expansion. One red spring or 3/4 of a spring. High kneeling, facing the back, or sitting on a box if that feels better. Knees pressing up against those shoulder blocks. You can choke up on the handle or even on the rope. We'll press the shins down, lengthen, and start to pull back. I really had to adjust the tension there. And then we inhale, lengthen. So listen to your body. Exhale, pull it back with a rotation through the neck. Lengthen. Turn to one side, turn to the other side, come back to center, bring it forward, pull back, side to side, forward, bring it in, pull it back, gaze, gaze, center, bring it in. Pacha needed a little love. You can take a moment there. As we pull back, you want to think reaching the knuckles down, reaching the crown of the head up, and we pull, rotate, rotate, center. Let's add pulses. Now we're going to take the arms, pull it back, and pulse. 3, 2, release, 1, bring it in. Let's go again. Pulse it, pull it all the way back. 3, release, 2, release, 1, pull it in. 3, release, 2, release, 1, release. Hook the straps. Side arm prep. Let's take inside arm in adduction, so a half a spring or around there. Internal rotation. Elbow is pretty still. It doesn't have to hug in all the way, but we'll rotate the arm in and inhale, open it out. Collarbone is nice and broad, the smiling across the chest. Shins can press down as we lift front pelvis in and up, low back in and up, lengthening through the crown of the head. Find that internal rotation of the shoulder. Subscapularis. Now external rotation. Elbow again is there. It's not, doesn't have to hug in. Shoulder is, scapula is slightly moving, but it's pretty stable, and we're just feeling the humerus rotate in the shoulder girdle there. External rotators, teres minor, infraspinatus. Adduction, pec minor, hug that arm in, internal. Inhale, open. Exhale, hug it in, bicep by the ribs. Good. Good. Abduction. Deltoid, medial deltoid. Inhale here, middle deltoid. Exhale, elbow. Press out to the side or reach out to the side, long through the spine, long through the neck. Inhale. Exhale, nudge the neighbor. Release, nudge the neighbor. That first 15 degrees of movement is our is our infraspinatus. Now we're going to take it to long arm adduction. Now we'll go long arm adduction. A little more of a challenge. You can grab the rope if you need, or the fist. And when we adduct, actually, when I was watching the video, it comes a little bit more across the body. So we inhale, open, exhale, slightly come across shoulder line. Long through the spine, palm is forward. Inhale, release, exhale, pull it in. And then long arm abduction. You can reduce the tension if you need. Inhale here, exhale, lengthen and reach through the knuckles. Yeah, long spine, long through the knuckles, long across the collarbones, long across the front of the hips. Everything is lengthening. Inhale here, and then we'll take it to backhand. Like drawing a sword, I always feel like we flex the elbow, pull through, extend and reach up through the knuckles. Inhale, slowly return. Elbow nudges the neighbor, extend and reach along that diagonal. Gentle return. Inhale. Exhale, pull it through. Core engages. Maybe add rotation. Bring in some obliques where the spine rotates either direction. We reach up and away. Spine rotates to the back. Wrap the rib cage around and pull it through. Take it to the other side. And let's take it to adduction. Inside arm, long through the spine. Little lengthening of the tailbone down to the floor, just this lift of the front pelvis in and up. Inhale. Internal rotation, sorry. Exhale, wrap it around. Collarbone stays nice and broad. There is some movement in the scapula, but we're still thinking broadening across and really letting the majority of the movement focus on that internal rotation of the humerus. Subscapularis, internal rotator. Now taking it to external rotation, feel free to take a hold of the rope if you need support or change the tension. Scoot towards the head and shoulder rest to decrease that tension. Elbow is out to the side. We inhale, prepare, exhale, external rotation or lateral rotation. Lengthen up through the spine. Find a long lift through the crown of the head and a long neck. Adduction, take it to the first arm. Inhale, prep. Exhale, hug the bicep into the ribs. Adductors, pec minor. Some lat. Inhale. Exhale, bring it across. Hug it in. Abduction, nudging the neighbor, supraspinatus. So that first 10, 15 degrees will be that upper rotator cuff. And then some middle delt. Inhale, prepare, exhale, nudge the neighbor. Stabilizing through the scapula, the middle of the back, and then let's take it to long arm adduction. So again, as we noticed on the other side, you can grab it with the hand. You can kind of fist it. In the video I was studying from in the manual, the hand does come across. I'm just trying to learn exactly how it is in the textbook for the exam and keep it that way for these videos. So this series will be really straight out of the book. Does it matter to hug it back to the body? No, it's great. It's a great exercise. It's just the variety. And then long arm abduction. So shoulder lateral flexion. The arm comes slightly across the front of the body as we inhale, and then exhale, lengthen and reach from that core powerhouse. Shoulder will elevate some. There will be some upward rotation. Good. And then like a drawing of the sword, elbow out, extend and reach. Slowly return, inhale. Exhale, nudge the neighbor, extend and lengthen through the knuckles. Long through the core, long through the spine. Option to add rotation with this, thoracic rotation, where we rotate both directions to the left and then all the way up and out to the right. Like a coil, we're letting the rib cage engage obliques and then the opposite side obliques to rotate to the other way concentrically. So take it to side twist kneeling, coming back to that first side, light tension. Arms are out in front, soft bend in the elbows. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, using the spine, wrap around the obliques. The pelvis does move a little bit here, so it doesn't have to be so rigid and cause tension in the back of the pelvis, but think of this long vertical line and you're just spiraling around that axis. Rib cage will rotate. Now it's a good thing to also add variety like a wood chop, but for the exercise in the book, side twist kneeling, it's a true spinal thoracic rotation with just this vertical spine. When I'm working with students, a lot of times I add that wood chop motion because it's a little more natural, but that's why we're doing these videos, to just like, okay, what does it say per the manual, per the book? And let's stay true to that for those of us taking the exam. Inhale to prepare, exhale, wrap it around. Any kind of spinal rotation we'll use internal obliques towards the same side, external obliques to opposite, concentrically, and then it will eccentrically use that same side the other direction. Reverse chest expansion or reverse expansion, 1 to 2 springs. With the ropes coming from behind, we'll feel a lot of deep core stability on the front body, right? Because the spring is pulling us behind, we have to engage the core to stabilize front body and then pull it through. Let's tuck the toes under if that feels okay. And then inhale, prepare. I lowered my tension even more, I think, to 1 spring from 1.5. Listen to your body there. Inhale, prep. Exhale, reach the arms, shoulder flexion. Lengthen and lift through the fingers. Long across the collarbones. Exhale, reach. Good. Inhale. Return. Lengthen and reach the elbows forward. Inhale, lengthen and release the elbows down. Next, we'll take it to teardrop. So we lengthen up, we hug it in slightly, and then lower down. Lengthen a little bit up and out. Draw it in, lower it down. Like a little teardrop. Inhale, prep. Exhale, lengthen and reach. Think elbows lifting up and out. And then reversing that teardrop shape so they come straight up, they abduct slightly, and then lower back to the side. And then salute, lengthen it forward, hands come above or behind the head, elbows nice and steady. Inhale, bend, exhale, lengthen and reach through the fingertips. Lengthen and reach through the hands as we press down through the shins. This opposition. Good. Release. And take it to bicep curls. Elbows lengthen back a little bit. Inhale, prep. Get some stretch on that bicep, and then exhale, concentrically working the biceps. Bend the elbows or flex the elbows. Good. Inhale, lengthen and release. And then we'll bring it into mermaid. You can do 1 spring or half a spring, 3/4 of a spring or more if you're feeling it. Shin to the shoulder rest. Both hips are down. If that doesn't feel comfortable for self or student, feet can cross. We can sit on a box. Legs can come out in front. Inhale, lengthen it out, pressing the foot bar away as we reach the top arm up and over. Lateral flexion. Hand to the headrest, lateral flexion to the other direction. Good. Inhale, lift out of the pelvis, lengthen, hand to foot bar. Lifting again out of the pelvis, lengthen and reach the top arm away. Lateral flexors are the obliques. Inhale, come back up. Hand to headrest, take it to the other direction. So you can think both. We actually work eccentrically on the lengthening side slightly, concentrically on the side that's shortening. Lengthen up and over. Hand to foot bar for this next one. Rotate the thoracic spine and then elbow, bend, and press. Inhale like a tricep. Lengthen through the back of the arm, the tricep. Press it long, reach. Heart up and out, soften through the elbows. They can even orient to the floor. And then lengthen it back out. Good. Come all the way back to center. Circle it around. Hand down. Lengthen up and over. Beautiful. Take it to the other side. Hand to the shoulder. Hand to the foot bar is right in line with the shoulder. Hips are grounded. Inhale, lengthen and reach. Or inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach it over. Inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, 4-part breath. Take it up and over to the back of the reformer. The shoulder that's pressing out, we're working deltoid, shoulder abductors, middle delt. Lengthening through the lats, lengthening through the obliques as we side body stretch. Remember, lat and teres major work together. Rotations, thoracic rotation. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, lengthen and reach, like we're reaching the heels of the hands away from the collarbones, away from the sitting bones, long through the side waist. Core engaged. Extend up and out, a little like a low cobra or a breaststroke prep. To the back of the reformer. Hand to foot bar. Release. Next we'll come into leg circle. 1.5 or 2 springs. For circles, we'll start parallel. Pelvic. Placement is neutral. Spine is long. Chin and forehead are level. Parallel, inhale, hinge the hips. Exhale, circle it down and around. I've heard French fry or pizza, is that it? For skiing, I've actually never skied, but I love the idea of thinking of skis on the feet, and the skis are parallel. That long line from both feet is parallel, and they never intersect. It just helps visualize parallel, I think. For self and students, inhale to hinge. Exhale, press it down, circle it around. Neutral pelvis, ASIS, pubic bone are level, and then lateral rotation, long and strong, lengthen through the hip, knee, calf, arch. We reach down and away. Pelvic stability, inhale, exhale, reach down and away. Lateral hamstring group. Reverse. Get some abduction here. Some adduction as the legs hug in. Eccentric work of the inner thighs and adductors. Medial rotation, circle the other direction. About 4 or 5 in each. Take it medial rotation, last one, reverse the direction. Spiral wrap in. And lengthen it away. Next we'll come into knee stretches, 1 to 2 springs. 2 is kind of spicy for me, so I think I did 1 spring. We'll start round back. So goal is that the pelvis is also in that posterior tilt. The spine is flexed all the way lumbar to cervical. The emphasis is on the drawing in, so it's a quick in. So we start to lengthen out, tuck it in. in. So using those lower abdominals, using that rib to hip connection. Tuck, tuck. And we're only going back as far as we can keep it rounded, and then straight back or flat back. Pelvic stability, tuck, tuck. Good. And then extension. Thoracic lifts up and out a little bit. Inhale, exhale. Using the breath. Draw it in. Lower abdominals, obliques, deep core. Take it now like a down dog first, knee hover. And then from down dog, let the shins come parallel to the floor. Hover those knees. Inhale, exhale, tuck. Same thing, tuck, drawing it in. Hip to rib connection. The further back our shoulders are in space, away from the hands, the harder the challenge on the upper abdominals. Draw it in. Come all the way back into that stopper. Lower the feet, lower the knees. And next we'll come into running with 3 springs lying on your back. Feet hip distance apart, sit bone distance. Inhale, exhale, lower. Working through the ankle joint, eccentrically working calf soleus, concentrically working calf soleus to lift onto the toes, lengthening under, level through the pelvis, long through both sides of the waist. Take it side to side, lengthen through the back of the neck, and then come all the way in. Coming to hip lift next, 2 or 3 springs, feet on the heels on the foot bar, hip distance. We just lift the hips slightly. Inhale there, exhale, press it out. Always have the option to change the breath. As we hug it in, use the hip extensors, so hamstrings, glutes, pull the reformer in, eccentrically lengthen on the way out. Level through the pelvis, train track through the femurs. Hip rolls are next, mobilizing through the spine. Inhale there, exhale, roll up, shoulder, hip, knee, long line. Lengthen back, shoulder, hip, heels. Slowly come all the way in. Mobilize head to tail to come down. Inhale, exhale, tuck the tail between the legs, slowly lift. Tail to head, lengthen and reach. Back of the thighs pull us in. Core abdominals lower us down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Inhale, exhale, hip rolls, draw up. Lengthen, shoulder, hip, heel. Knees reach over the foot bar. Headrest should be down, roll down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Next is single thigh stretch. You can bring 2 springs. I did 1 spring coming onto the right foot on the foot bar, left foot tucked under by the shoulder rest. And we'll come to single thigh stretch. 1 spring, right foot on the bar, left knee down. And just lengthening back. Giving now the body some relief from the workout. We made it through the whole series, just about. Breathing into the low belly. Lengthening through the spine, lengthening through the back of the neck, crown of the head. Add a thoracic stretch at the end, come all the way in. A hip flexor stretch, left arm can reach up, maybe thoracic extension up and back. Hip flexor, rectus femoris, and then take it to the other side, left foot on the foot bar. Find your own rhythm here. Taking it out and in. Deepening the breath. Add that stretch, come all the way in, right arm reaches up, maybe up and back, adding thoracic extension, stretch so as iliacus, iliopsoas, hip flexor, rectus femoris. And then take it to front splits. So 2 springs is the recommendation. I had to do a little less, like 1.5. Left foot to the, so the headrest lifts, the toes tuck right there. Right foot comes onto the foot bar. Hands can stay down or they can stay lifted, lengthening the front leg, pressing back, and then pulling it. Pressing back, level pelvis, vertical pelvis, hip extensors, pulling us in, hamstring, back of the thigh, watching balance, obliques for stability. Take it to the other side, front splits, left side, toes tuck under, headrest is lifted so that there's a little support there for the press. Hands on foot bar or hands overhead. Yeah, I had surgery on this foot, so it just feels steadier. Change with self, with clients, students. Release. Back splits, 1 to 2 springs. Foot bar can come down a little bit for a little bit less of a stretch in the hip flexor. Let the right foot find the headrest. Let the left foot find the foot bar. Bending into that front knee. Come into a 90-degree angle at the knee joint. Hands are overhead or by the side if it's better for balance. T position, lengthen out, and then pull it in. Pull it in. Press and reach. Back leg is active. Core is engaged. Leg lengthening and pulling it in. Take it to the other side. Left foot down, right foot to the foot bar. We're almost there. It's a long sequence. A lot of changes. It's been nice to go through the manual, though, and really be aware of the sequencing, aware of the flow. Because I think probably as teachers or students, we all get into the habit of our own groove, and I'm an advocate of that, like listening to the body, creating flow that feels right. But it's kind of nice to just shake it up, see what is experienced through the original structure or framework. Adduction, abduction with some plie and carriage leg press outs. Let the foot bar come down. Feel free to bring the short box on for stability if that feels good, to push the foot into that. Come up onto the platform side first. Abduction. 1 or 2 springs. Sink into the soft bend in the knees. Level pelvis. Inhale. And as you exhale, keeping the pelvis level, let both legs abduct away from midline. And then draw it back in. Long through the back of the neck, lifting out of the feet, pressing down as we lift and lengthen. Then switch it to adduction, so lighten the spring tension. Same thing, level pelvis. We lengthen all the way out, listen to those inner thighs. Eccentrically on the way out, concentrically inner thighs, adductors. Press and pull the carriage in. Front pelvis lifted, low back lifted in and up, vertical pelvis. And then let's add some spring tension for the abduction part if you'd like. Plie, lengthen out, lift up, and pull it in. Plie, lengthen out. Or you can do this. I did it adduction, so you can keep it adduction. Plie, reach, tailbones, pelvis moves with us. So our pelvis is centered over both feet as we press out. We lift, we draw it all the way in. And now plie, carriage leg press out. Oh, one more. We plie, carriage leg will press out. Oh, my Lanta, we're doing it again. Okay, now the carriage leg presses out. Or reverse it. Oh my gosh, we can get this cueing right. We lift, we lengthen, we plie, we pull it in. That's the thing, there's just so many variations. It's like a long practice. Lengthen, bend, pull it in. Feel free to add tension if you want to take it to abduction. Work for carriage leg press out. Now we're doing it. Stabilizing over the standing leg. Inhale, prep. Exhale, press and reach. Reach, outer hip for stability, outer hip for mobility. The standing hip is stabilizing. The working hip is concentrically pressing out. And then inside leg presses out. Reach like a speed skater. You're pressing the foot down and away, down and away. Lengthening back of neck, lengthening through lower back, lifting out of the up and out through the arches. And come all the way in. And then skater. So one leg presses out, the other leg pulls us in. Press and pull. Both hips are working. Press and pull. Using the breath, press and pull. These can be done parallel. They can be done slightly laterally rotated. Press and pull. And then let's release. Take it to the other side. All right, we are almost there. Adduction on the other side. Abduction on the other side. So set your spring tension. Standing up nice and tall. Inhale, prep. Exhale, both legs lengthen down and out. Right, pressing down into the mat, into the platform. Abduction, both hips are working, and slowly bring it in. Take it to adduction next. Lower the spring tension to a quarter to a half to nothing. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lengthen it out. And pull it all the way back in. Or inhale, lengthen. Eccentric adductors. Exhale, pull it all the way in. Hug in and up through the inner thighs. Think the vertical pelvis. Lift the front pelvis in and up. Relax the collarbones. Relax the shoulders. Long spine. Long breath. And all the way in and up through the inner thighs, groin, deep core. Right, keeping it there. Plie, bend, press out, stand tall, draw it in. Plie, bend, stand up, and then pull it back in. Add a few more here. And then reverse it, lengthen out, plie, pull it all the way in. Lengthen, lift, press it out. Plie, pull it in. Lengthen, lift, open. Plie, pull it all the way in, both adductors. Change the spring tension. Feel free to add whatever you want for abduction. Plie, outside leg presses out and then draws in. Carriage leg presses out. Inhale, bring it in. Pelvis is neutral. neutral. It's stable. And then platform leg. Press it out. Pull it in. Press and reach. Pull it in. Abduction, outer hips, outer glute. Pull it in. Concentric on the way out. Eccentric, we resist the tension on the way in. And then skater. Take it side to side. Press and pull. And press and pull. Long spine. Press and pull. And press and pull. You can tactile help, glutes on hips, that might help. Push and pull. And come all the way in. Release. We'll finish with star prep, 1 or 2 springs. We did it. Preparing, or bring the foot bar all the way up. Let yourself come to a kneel. Oriented with the hand under the shoulder or in line with the shoulder. We want to think for this exercise we're lengthening and lifting out of the shoulder, nice and long through the neck. Long line between knees, hips, and shoulders. Inhale, crown of the head, neck. We lengthen out. And then keeping that long line, pull ourselves in. Obliques to maintain pelvic stability. Deep core, lateral shoulder flexors are concentrically pressing us out. We're also working lats to pull ourselves in and resist on the way out. Take it to the other side. Lengthen and then pull it all the way in. Good. Top arm reaches. Pull it in. Lengthen. Pull it in. Couple more. We did so well. We made it. If you're still here, we made it. Didn't know if I was going to make it through. No, I'm just having fun. It's just really good. It's a good workout. One step at a time. Keep learning each exercise. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it down. One more. Inhale. Most of it is learning the names. And then give yourself a big hug. Your body is so grateful for you. Your soul is grateful. I'm grateful. Thank you. And I will see you in the next class. Have a great rest of your day.